we just like been dealing with her. We took her off the seizure medicine. Now this past month, that like right before we came to the beach, a month before in March, she started acting strange like in the beginning of March, and she would like jump in the sink in the bathroom. She would shit in the shower instead of pooping like where she's supposed to. She would like get in the shower and poop, and she would like just do really weird stuff that was kind of like outrageously crazy, and it kind of like semi-seemed like she was having a seizure, but also like just crazy because she's like, I think personally like often it's them and how they see her like while like we're gone, and they go in there and like terrorize her and feed her stuff she shouldn't eat and stuff, because like they all hate them and it's so stressed out around them, and if he like one of them walks by her, she tries to bite him. Like she don't do that with you. She don't even know you, but yet she loves you, and she's like, oh God, hey, I like you. So why she hates them so fucking bad? But it's like I think they just do really ugly stuff. So she just right before we came to the beach got like back to normal somewhat, and then now that they're out of the house, she can run around freely and she's doing better. But when she came to the beach, it like jolted her back to normal. But that's what's wrong with her personality and stuff, is she's just been sprayed with fucking bug spray her whole life, and she's crazy now.
Well, the poor damn dog.
Just, yeah, she's had a hard life.
Damn, well, the beach,
yeah.
she was fun at the beach. That's the only thing. I had a great time. I wish the only thing that I would have changed is right there at the end. We did find a.
I wish y'all had got us and went with the dog to the beach. Her dog is crazy. She loves getting in the water, and she was literally riding waves. Like it would come up, and she would go out there really, really far as the leash would let her. She had one of those retractable ones, and then like mom would get in the water to let her get in there. And she would get on a wave and ride it back into the sand, and then go out there and get on another wave and ride. You know what she's doing? She's not just a dog. She's very smart. She's just crazy. Yeah, she's a smart dog.
Well, last thing we found a handicap parking space. Right, we found the space at a parking area, and then there was a space right at the end of the damn thing. I mean, you get out of the car and you walk up the steps to the little beach access right beside it.
Yeah.
And the last thing was there were dogs everywhere. There was like 7 dogs on the beach. There were in 3-4 different sizes, and that was except for that ugly ass pipe laying in the middle of it. Oh, that's a cool shot. That I wouldn't have changed anything. Carolina Beach is expensive, but it's crisp, it's clean, it's pretty, it's damn near ooh-wee. So if you got some money, man, you can enjoy the beach. But that ain't really. It's like everything else. I couldn't really find anything to do. I wanted to go to the aquarium, actually. The first time was just a blur for me. I really don't remember anything about it except for some of the outdoor stuff. And
I think it's actually in like Pine Knoll. Well, maybe it's not Pine. I don't know where it's at. It's not. I think it's at Kerr Beach, ain't it? Or Pine Knoll or something like that.
I can't remember. Kerr Beach. Yeah. It's at Kerr, I think. Yeah. Kerr. There's too many Kerrs and too many pronunciations and spellings, but there's a Kerr. People call it Kerr, but most people from around here call it Car. Like
I've heard Car.
Car Drugs or Car Lake. But depending on where you're from, so you sit up there, you'll say, well, yeah, we love Kerr Lake. Don't even say anything. Just let them go.
Yeah.
Just let them go. And I'd like to go back up to Car Lake one day. I'd throw Mom's ashes in the water. Throw Nibble's ass in there too while I'm at it. Fuck it. Her and Wayne spent a whole lot of time up there. If I could figure out how, man, I'd put her on a SpaceX flight and toss her out the side so she could make it to Florida. Just cover it all. But the biggest regret I had is I feel so bad. There's some things I never got to talk to her about, and some things I never knew, and she never knew. We need to straighten that shit out.
Yeah.
But she never got to fly a kite her whole life. Never flew a kite.
Why?
I couldn't get the damn thing to work. Had the silly thing in reverse or some shit. I don't know what happened. And I remember one time she got really mad at me. That's the wrong way to say it. I could tell she didn't like it. She bought me a kite. First kite I ever had. Second kite I ever had. First one, a neighbor tried to put it together for me. It's a little diamond kite, and they said, "Oh no, you got to put a string and bow it, right? Bow the little thing." And she bowed it. She snapped my little kite. I ran home crying, like 6, 7 years old. It won't go.
Yeah.
It won't gonna turn out good anyway, man. It's just looking back. There were trees and little kite eaters, and man, why'd she buy me a kite? Then, so this time we were at the beach. We were in a little spot. Bought me one of them little triangle kites, keel kite. Oh man, them things you just leave it laying on the ground. That literally it can fly itself. You set it down. You're done for a minute. Right gust of wind hit it. Your kite's flying and you're chasing the string.
Yeah.
And that thing took off. Whee! And I was flying it. Yay! And she did not like it. And the reason I found out fucking 30 years, 40 years later is, she never flew a kite. She always wanted to. Her shit wouldn't work. It was the same thing. Hannah's curse, baby. You get it from Grandma Brenda. Theirs works, yours don't. This goes up, yours goes down. Theirs floats, yours sinks. I don't know why, baby. I don't know why. And I love you to death, and I hate that for you. And I think it's something that we did and set the numbers in the universe or some shit, right? You got to break the mold, but it's you're gonna have to pick at it. But just she never did. And I always, in there toward the end, I just had this fantasy that close to where she lived, make a left turn up there's this great big field that they gather hay in. And it had some rolled up ass bales, and I was gonna roll her out there on a fucking hand truck and throw a kite string in her hand.
Yeah.
God damn it, here, Grandma, you fly this thing now. And I didn't get to. Damn it. So what that Loretta? I think about that. It ain't funny, but I swear I can't help but think of it. I said, and I came in the house, and there she was, dead. Never did pay me about $230. You remember that woman? Talking about Loretta. Loretta, oh my God, I love her. God love her. I tried to watch one of her videos a while back. She's still at it, but ain't nothing like the first ones. Just ain't never is. Ain't never nothing like that. But I watched her all night. Y'all told me about it. I binged on that lady. It took me a good long time before it started sinking in. Oh, you know what? This is scripted. I'll be damned. But they did a great job, and she is good at it. And Jesus Christ, you never got to meet your crazy ass great Aunt Margie. But I'll tell you what, she was just like that woman. She was just like her. I mean, exactly just like her. She had long, wavy, dark auburn hair, though. That was her.
Did Grandma Brenda have any brothers?
Nope, just her and Judy.
Oh. Judy was crazy too. So.
Judy was loony as shit. Judy. No. I wondered about
Like
some.
grandma, she was not crazy, but she did stuff that was like kind of unorthodox, and then like she did stuff and she didn't really realize like why people didn't like what she was doing, or you know what I mean. She kind of
Mom,
doing her
she
own thing,
she
but like
had
people didn't
she
agree with
had
it,
a
and she didn't know
different
why or
she
something.
had a different filter. She did not
Yeah.
see things the same way through our eyes. She did not gets it in a lot of ways. But back in contrast, she was an extremely intelligent woman. And she
Yeah.
was caught up in many things, man. She had interests that were very deep that I didn't know much of. I got a little exposure, but I wasn't paying attention. I was a kid. I was just around. But I remember some sentences, some topics, some moments. You know, the party might change, but mom get bored. Don't. She will not argue about anything that she don't know what the fuck she's talking about. That's one thing she'll do is shut the fuck up. And and you might catch her every once in a while, but it's you better know. And
I remember her and Judy took me out to eat for my birthday. This really expensive, like, Japanese steakhouse thing where they cook, like, the food in front of you. And they asked me what kind of sauce I wanted. Well, I've never ate mayonnaise. I don't like
hibachi.
white colored foods. I don't like creamy stuff. I'm not gonna eat that shit. And Grandma was like, she eats the white sauce, her and Judy, and they asked me what kind of sauce I wanted. I told them I wanted teriyaki sauce. And I was like in middle school. So I told them I wanted teriyaki sauce, and Grandma was like, no, you should eat the white sauce. And I was like, I don't like the white sauce, it's got mayonnaise in it. She was like, just try it. And instead of her just like kind of pouring it on one spot of the rice, you know, she just poured the whole damn plate full of mayonnaise sauce.
Oh yeah.
And then like I was upset and I wouldn't eat it because I didn't like it. And then she was mad. I was gonna say mad. She was just like kind of not understanding why, you know, I wouldn't eat it. And I was like, I don't like the way it tastes. And she was like, well, I just bought a whole $13 plate of food and you're not gonna eat it. And then I was like, well, you poured mayonnaise sauce all over it. And then she was like, kind of, it hit her like, oh, I did kind of thing. And then I don't know. I just remember she was kind of pissed about it. And then I guess like I was like, why can't you take it home and eat it? Because you know, like us being kind of bored sometimes, we didn't eat out that much. And I
No.
wanted to eat it, but I mean, she poured mayonnaise shit all over. I ain't gonna eat
All
that
right,
shit.
right. And
And I was like, just take it home.
take a spoon and scoop it off the top, but do something. But yeah, and remember, and called me one time. They were arguing, and it came to the point of arguing that they decided they couldn't live together. Judy wanted to come live with me because they were arguing, and I said, "What in the hell are you arguing over?" And one of them voted for one motherfucker, and one of them voted for the other one. I said,
Oh Lord.
"You are Jesus Christ! You are kidding me? That's really you were." I said, "Well, I'll tell you what. I didn't vote at all. Goddamn! I said, which one? You take my vote and just decide it. Don't you just apply to one. It don't make a damn. It don't make a damn."
You know, you remember Dora? That's what her and her husband got in a fight about one time. She voted for like one and he voted for the other, and then they just like didn't speak for months. They separated bedrooms, like they just ran at each other. The same thing. But you know what? If you think about it, it
What?
cancels each other out. So really, there's no vote for this.
If you really think about it, that's why you married him in the first place. Opposites
Exactly.
attract. You ever hear
Yeah.
that? So of course they did.
Yeah.
Of course they did. One of you's good at saving money and the other one ain't. One of you's good at this, the other one ain't. The other
Yeah.
one's good at this, you ain't. It just that's the reason it takes two. The God set it up that way. We can't. That's the reason we don't have four hands. You got to have help.
Yeah.
Here, hold this for me. Yeah, I laugh about it, but boy,
I mean,
it ain't funny
you
when I'm
really
on a
gotta
damn
think
ladder.
about it. Like, if one person votes for Donald Trump and the other one votes for whatever his name,
Uh,
him,
in
then,
any of the above, yeah, don't make a damn. They ain't nothing
yeah,
but
if they
figureheads.
vote,
They
then
just
you voted for
figureheads,
Trump,
honey.
they voted for Biden. Now, because you voted opposite, it's like both of them lose that vote. There's no gain
That's right.
For either one. It's the person next door to you that is a single person that voted for whoever. That's what's going to
Well,
count.
see, that's what they're scared of.
Cancel each other out.
It's like they're looking at it like the monkey's gonna win by one fucking vote, and it's gonna be that vote, and yeah, it's all your fault. I got that mentality, but even down in the little gamer world that I play, I was in this thing, and I didn't have a microphone, and this guy was recording his stuff, and I typed in. We had a little streamy thing, and I typed some stuff in. So I could type one sentence, and he would go on about 5 paragraphs of blah 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 blah, and I typed about 10 sentences, and he for about 15 minutes about how I wasn't a good player, and I literally cost them the game. I was the last player. He was the first player. He was the blah 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 blah. And I'm sitting there thinking, dude, you got no idea who I am. But this is one game. I was doing one thing. It's just shit, and it didn't. My little tactics don't work perfectly every damn game. Some of these cats know some stuff, and it's hard to get around on them. And I was telling somebody the other day, I said, this is more than a game to me. I'm not playing like Nintendo like we used to, right? And artificial intelligence. I'm playing real people who are thinking and trying to out. It's like a great big game of chess. I love it. I love playing against that guy who is the number one player on every game. And then I go up and put my damn hands on him. Oh, I like it. And so it's a cheap thrill for me. And plus, I can't go, I can't bike ride, I can't do any blah blah blah. So there ain't a whole lot I get to choose from. I've seen everything on YouTube that I care to. The rest of it's just bullshit. They don't let me watch anything no more. They used to suggest cool shit. And now, goddamn, if you don't know the name of it, you ain't gonna see it. And so I'm getting tired of the whole thing. So what's this thing called? Tubi? Oh, it's pretty good. It's got a lot of movies. It's a very common sense app. Got movies, shows commercials, plays the movie again. That's it.
Yeah, I watched that. My boyfriend's sister has Tubi. She has like a smart TV like me. She has that TV on there.
Well, my TV ain't that smart. Ain't nothing in here that fucking smart. PlayStation used to do it and then says, you know what? Fuck it, I ain't doing that no more. There's a whole lot of that going on too. So this is one of the few things I got left. So
I don't know who's calling me. They've called like 4 times in a row. They keep calling. I don't know the numbers. I'm gonna have to call you back. So I obviously need to answer it.
Well, sweetie, like I said, don't put too much into this test and stuff that's been going to you explaining the health and stuff. You ain't got no damn leukemia. They just ain't figured it out yet, and that's the first thing. It's similar. It's got some indicators. All right. Well, look a little deeper, man. Look a little deeper, because that ain't the type of shit that's some third world shit, and working around in a factory and around some weird stuff shit. And you don't even get that. You don't even get that secondhand smoke. You get that. Nope. So keep going. But thank you for playing our game. Right?
Yeah.
Baby, I love you. I enjoyed our time at the beach. Hopefully we'll get to spend a little more time together, do some more stuff, because I miss you. I'll never get to see you. I got pictures of Matt. I'm getting tired of damn taking pictures of Matt. Where's my Woobie?
Well, don't tell Matt this week, but my birthday is coming in July, and that's going to be years to wanting me to have a birthday and everybody go to fucking Emerald Point. So I'm thinking maybe this year, just for that, because if he's going to go, and I don't know, but I was going to say, like, I was going to get in the car with everybody and drive, not tell them where we're going, just tell them, like, oh, you know, we're going to this really cool museum up here and everything, and then when you're, like, cool in Arrow Point, you'll be so excited to be like, oh, my shit, you know, so, yeah, he's going to go to Arrow Point for, like, 4 years now.
Well, you know what? Oh, dude, man. I wouldn't mind doing that old lazy river thing. I might even drink a
That's
damn.
what that's what all that talks about. It's damn Lacey River.
See?
Damn like that. You know, you can get an air tube and go to like Jordan Lake and just float the fuck around.
No, 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 no. It ain't the same. It ain't the same. It ain't the same. It ain't. Look, you got to have all the noise in the background. You got to be slightly inebriated. You got to have the warm sunshine on you, and then you got to be in that water with the current, right? And and then you do boop, 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 and bounce off of shit, and just man, that's one of the most wonderful. It's like when you're born first time, and your mom's got you in her arms. Just everything's okay. Everything's okay. And, well, I think my phone just quit. Damn phone, you can't rely on anything. World what does what it wants to. World what does what it wants. Can you hear me now?